So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre.
I want nothing but perfection. Preparation. If you're not prepared, you're not going to be able to be calm, right? And I want to be calm. I don't want to have to worry about my streamline, how many kicks I'm going to take, this, that, or the other. I want to just let it all go and be in that moment. Because when you're in the moment, that's the best chance for you to get the best results.
And I was like, let me give 100% to this cause. I really want to be the best. I really want to win. So, you know what? Let me really work at this and give my all. So it's all about consistency and strength for me. Because if I'm in good shape, I'm in no worries. I'm not worried because I know how talented I am and I know how good I am. So I know if I'm in good shape, I'm gonna win.
I mean, we talk about hard work all the time. It's like, man, if you gotta get up every single morning and remind yourself how hard you need to work, you probably need to choose a different profession. Because that shouldn't be there. I wake up in the morning excited to get to it. If I'm not training, I'm missing it. If I'm not watching a game of basketball, I miss it. There's no place I'd rather be. And if you have that feeling, then you're truly doing what God has put you on this earth to do.
If I want to be the best, I got to beat the best. And this is where the best are. I worked really hard because I developed this work ethic in high school, and I realized, man, if I want to be good, I got to wake up in the morning and I got to do the extra work. And I got to show up when other guys aren't. And I've got to learn. I've got to continue to be open to learning. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you're getting, not what anyone else is getting. Whenever you get an opportunity, you take advantage of it. You treat it like it's the Super Bowl. You treat it like it's game day. Go out there and treat practice like no one else does every single day.
Why is it that people in that case, if they do have nothing to lose, still feel like they have lots to lose?
They have nothing objectively to lose. And so everything that they feel like they have to lose is purely made up in their mind. It's stories they tell themselves about what other people are going to think about them, right? But that's where they live all of their lives, or live out all of the potential downside, is in the mirror reflection of what other people will think about them in the future should they fail. I think I'm a big believer in shame only exists in the shadows, which is once you put it in the light, you look at it and you're that confrontation from here to here is I think where all the fear is, because it's embarrassing.
I'm only human. I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Whatever we want, we can do. I dreamed it, I wrote it down, I believed it. The first thing is belief. You gotta believe first. You ain't gonna never get to where you're trying to get to. I believe. I knew from the beginning I was the best boxer, from day one.
Never settle for less. There's always room to grow. So I just wanna grow.
And then just work like hell. You just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week. All those things improve the odds of success. Other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks. Then even if you're doing the same thing, you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve.
Because if you're thinking, then you're not taking action. And if you're not taking action, then there's no consequence. And if there's no consequence, then there's nothing to be afraid of. So I think that the overthinking can be an excuse for actual fear. And same thing with I'm a perfectionist. That's also fear. It's fear of not being perfect. And then on top of that, low confidence. Well, if you have low confidence, guess what? You're afraid. Your confidence is low. You're not sure of yourself, so you sit around and think about doing it instead of actually doing it. If you're so smart, why can't you come up with a quick solution? Why can't you realize that overthinking is actually causing the problem harm? It's not moving the problem forward. So quit thinking so much and take action.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how far-fetched it might appear to be. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. But here's what I know, that dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. Let's say that together, please. Say, it's possible. See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream as we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out, that in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you could ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances. that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
Once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing.
Your grasp should always be just outside your reach. What's the point in having ambitions if they aren't seemingly unattainable? Adam wants to know, tell me how to succeed as in motivation. I can't tell you that. You have to find your own motivation, can't rely on other people.
I don't want to need help. I don't need you. That's what it was. That's what it is. Somewhere a long time ago, I needed somebody and they didn't do it. And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me. And I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna need somebody. I ain't needing somebody. I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna need somebody again.
He practices an art that very few people appreciate, and it's the art of the maximized life.
Discipline is art too.
There's a great benefit to going through anything difficult. And if you're aware, like in advance and while and during, like anything that's gonna happen that's very difficult and troubling. The great benefit is it gives you an opportunity to grow. It gives you an opportunity to express yourself under pressure, to show your character, to show who you truly are. It gives you an opportunity to see how you handle a very difficult situation.
I think you have to take care a little bit of your body, but without obsession. If you start today, you're gonna have benefits in the future. Doesn't matter the time. What is important, it's what you want to achieve.
Be great at doing what you love to do. You gotta commit to it. You can't want something but not put in the work. And it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, no matter what it is. It could be a professional athlete or it could be an artist. It could be anything in the world, but you got to put the work in. And I think if you put the work in, the results will happen organically. And most important, you got to find happiness too. If you're having fun, enjoying what you're doing, then it makes it so much easier. It makes it so much easier to just you want to do it every day because it's something that you really enjoy doing and you don't look at it as work.
But you just keep doing the right thing. And most importantly, you got to be consistent, right? You can't just do it once or twice. You got to do it all the time. And it's the little things that add up more than the big things. So I always think the balance of intensity versus consistency. So intensity is something like this. You've come in for 3 days. It's an intense time. It's intense education. You're on this, and anything intense is easily measured and captured in time. But consistency is the little stuff that is innocuous and doesn't seem to do anything. Like saying good morning, in the hallway. Well, that does nothing if you do it once, but what if you do it every day? It's the boring, mundane, daily, little things.
Now, once you've made the mistakes, just get up, man. Don't wallow in them. Because you can recover from all mistakes. But you gotta want to recover. You gotta ask for forgiveness. You gotta go to all the people that you crossed and you wronged and you let down. You gotta say, look, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Forgive me and move on. Now, everybody ain't gonna forgive. That's life. Whatever you're doing right now, as hard as you think you're working, you got to quadruple that.
You should just be yourself, not because it'll make you more likable, but because you'll actually find people who like you for who you are rather than someone you're pretending to be. I also understand that it's scary, and if you don't have confidence that who you are when you fully expose yourself is someone that's likable, it means that, well, you don't want to do it. But again, having people fall in love with some fake version of you doesn't seem like it would be very fulfilling either.
All I wanted to do was become a champion someday. I feel like I worked harder, much harder than the rest of the other fighters that was on my team. So me all by myself, I want to be proud to say I come from nothing. And look what I got. What I'm proud about is coming from nothing to something and earning it the hard way. From the bottom.
As long as your work is fulfilling, you're doing the right thing. Like if I don't do what I love, if I don't pursue this thing that I want to pursue, what is the alternative? I do something that I don't like because I'm supposed to. Fear is real. Fear is something you'll always have to confront. But what's on the other side of fear is always something that's worth it.
How do you deal with regret?
The bad things or the stupid things, you learn not to do bad things or stupid things. You know, all those things are beneficial in some way if you can get through them. The dumb shit that I've done or the bad mistakes that I've made, they've taught me. You know, you learn. That's why failure is so important. Like failing and fucking up and making mistakes, it's very important. That's how you learn. The bad feeling that you get from something that you shouldn't have done or wish you didn't do or wish you did better, like especially failing at something where you half-assed it and you just feel like a fucking loser, like that just teaches you. It teaches you to get your shit together.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. And ladies and gentlemen, I started working on my dream, and most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear, the fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? The other thing is that most people, ladies and gentlemen, they get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves, and they end up becoming very cynical about life, and they throw in the towel on themselves, on their families, and on their dreams. And I don't know what that dream is for you. Your dream is possible.
I think the most important is to find the balance. But the most important thing is the consistency. If you have consistency, you're gonna be good in the future, or you're gonna be better than other ones in the future. If you are not consistent more than other ones, if you don't do it at something more than other ones, you're never gonna be in a higher level so many years. You can be 1, 2 years, okay. 20 years, 13 years is impossible. Forget it. If someone tells you the opposite, in my opinion, they lie.
I always had that extra chip on my shoulder, so like every day in practice for me was really trying to annihilate everybody that I was playing against. And so it's always that competitive nature, the work ethic, and curiosity. And that was the most important thing for me, is to leave no stone unturned, get better every single day. And if I lived that way, then over time, you know, I'd have something that was beautiful. But that was my philosophy. It seems like a pretty simple one, but if you live your life to just get better every single day, and do that for 20 years, I mean, what do you have? And I would see myself, you know, getting hot. So when you download that into your system, and you go out in the court and you're just executing things that you've done thousands of times before, and you have that dream, then that becomes possible.
The other perfect thing, or great realization, I think, for anybody that's starting out and is feeling self-conscious about what other people are going to think, is when you're starting out, by design, there are so few people looking at you that even if you do fail, no one can sees.
If you can be truthful to yourself, it's one thing I've learned, that's how you get better. Because a lot of people like to point fingers at others and say, oh, it's because of him I didn't do so well, it's because it was her. They try to find different avenues to say, instead of looking at themselves and say, you know what, this is on me. I can do better in this area and that area, and to be a better person. This is all on me. I didn't do this. I needed to work hard. I felt like it was easy. So it's something that really helped me to get better throughout the years.
Once you come face to face with who you are, you have a starting point. All right, I'm not real smart. I have no courage. I have no self-esteem. I have no nothing. That's my starting point. Now we can move from there. But if I tell myself I'm strong, I have courage, I'm smart, and all these are lies, you continuously push that starting point backwards. So that starting point is the truth.
So I'm gonna go out there and compete as hard as I can. And I'm gonna treat practice like a game. And I'm gonna gain the respect of my teammates every day through my work ethic. Nothing was given to me. I learned about work ethic. I learned about resilience. I learned about gaining the trust and the respect of my teammates and coaches. I learned about how to dig deep within myself, a long way from home without a ton of support for the position I was in, to still try to find a way to succeed in this situation that I really wanted to be in because it was the best for me anyway.